How do you land your first Fiverr order when you've got 0 reviews, 0 clients, and 0 experience? Well, today I'm breaking down 4 brand new Fiverr sellers who are stuck at 0 right now. And I'll show you exactly what's holding them back and how to fix it so that they and potentially you can finally get your first sale on Fiverr. So let's get into it. All right, first up, we have Javit. Now, Javit is a website builder by the looks of it. I'm not a big fan of his tagline right here, building websites with care, code, and commitment. Do we really build websites with care? It seems like a cheap chat GPT tagline. This is something I would change straight away. And the next thing I noticed with Javit is the fact that up here, he's using his profile picture. I'm guessing this is him and it looks pretty good. But then down here, we're actually using stock photos on his thumbnails. Now, his thumbnails look good, actually. I like his thumbnails a lot. Apart from this order now button, which I spoke about in my last gig audit video, I don't know why we're putting these on here because they're obviously not buttons. And generally seeing that as a potential buyer, it's not going to prompt me to be like, oh yeah, I need to order now. It's not going to do that at all. So I would get rid of this and instead I would expand the logos and the actual more important wording and make it bigger. So I wouldn't waste space with such an icon like an order now icon. Now, let's go over his about me. Hi, I'm Javit, a web developer with 4+ years of experience in PHP, Laravel and Node.js. I build fast, secure websites that look great and work smoothly from front end to back end. Okay, perfect. Cool stuff. And the gigs you're offering is website development as a PHP. Okay, full stack developer. I'll be your full stack. Okay, so this is great. However, your gigs right now are a little bit limited. Up here, you actually mentioned that you are both front end and back end. So why do we not see any kind of, let's say, front end gigs here? So I know you've got the full stack, but generally I think your gigs could actually expand a lot more. So you've limited yourself quite a bit with your gigs at the moment. I honestly think you can expand to probably at least another 1, probably 2 more gigs. Now, when you first start out, I don't recommend going crazy, but I do recommend starting realistically with maybe 3 different gigs. And those different gigs need to also be in different categories. So let's just jump straight into his gig right now. So let's open up both here. So we've got the first one. We're in custom websites. And the first thing I want to see is actually, is he in 2 different categories or is he only in 1? So we're in custom websites on this one and custom websites on the other one. Now, this is not ideal. Generally on Fiverr, there will be other categories which you probably could put yourself into. Putting yourself or putting all of your gigs into just one category is not ideal because you're literally competing against yourself. So what I would say straight away is to expand your gigs, but expand now into other categories. So under website development, you will see if we open this up, we have WordPress, custom website, Shopify, Wix. So we have all of these subcategories which we can then go into. And this is exactly what I'd recommend doing right now. But let's go back to his gig. Now, his starting price is at $80. Generally, it seems a little bit high. Obviously, it's not actually that high compared to what you're getting. So a custom 1-page website, static features, fully responsive. $80 is not that much. But again, we need to do some market research. We need to be competitive with everybody else. If $80 is a little bit too much, maybe I would think about dropping it down to maybe around the 50 or 60 mark just at the beginning. And what you can do, if you do drop down that base price, then you can also restrict the amount of features you're giving under that basic plan. That base price is purely to start getting people to click onto your gig. Okay, so if your price is lower, you're obviously going to get more clicks. Now, as you gain more reviews and more feedback, that price can then increase. But generally, having a cheaper basic price is a good tactic just to use as clickbait to get more people to click onto you. Now, straight away, we're not taking advantage of our gallery whatsoever. We have the thumbnail, and like I say, the thumbnail is good. I don't like the fact that we're using a stock image. This should really be you. But generally in the gallery, we have nothing else. It's just a thumbnail. Right here is where you can actually put supporting documents. I would personally like to see maybe a PDF explaining in a visual aspect the difference between the basic, standard, and premium packages. And also what I would like to do is see some of your previous work, but not just slap it up here as a screenshot. I would honestly suggest that you use Canva, create yourself a nice template, and actually, put your previous work up here in a template, because right now we have nothing. And think about this from a client's perspective. I click onto your gig, the first thing I see is your thumbnail, and that's all I see. I then see your prices, I click to your premium, and I'm like, dude, that's expensive. Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything. You're not selling me immediately, and this is the problem. I scroll down, your description looks pretty good, to be honest. There's nothing really majorly wrong there. Apart from here, you have 6 years plus of experience on your description. You have 4 years. So they contradict each other a little bit, especially as a new buyer. This is not something, you created the gig the same time you created the profile. So what is it? Is it 4 years or 6 years plus? You need to decide there. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. Sort out your gallery here. Pricing, I would say maybe is definitely in the upper end, because generally, look, let's just have a little look. Yeah. If we go custom websites, let's look at some other people real quick. Okay. Full stack website. Okay. This dude, $180. Let's go premium, $980. Yeah. Still cheaper than your premium right now. Of course, the basic is higher there. If we look at some others, let's go for new sellers. Yeah. So even, do you know what? Let's go for seller details. Let's go for new sellers right here. 34,000. That's a lot. Okay. So again, all right. So generally the majority of people, even the new sellers, are pricing themselves around the $100 mark. So I think you've actually priced your basic gig quite well there, to be honest. Let's go for this dude, full stack developer. The thumbnail looks good. I like it a lot. Again, this dude, as you can see, he's used a stock image and not his actual self, which is a mistake. But you see the difference between the prices here? Yeah, 95, premium 500. I think this is the range you really want to be in at the moment until you start getting some reviews under your belt, and then you can start taking things to the next level. So yeah, definitely think about that. Now, next up we have, I don't even know how you say this. Azza, maybe, I have no idea. AZH, is that even in the name? Like, I don't know. I think it is. Yeah. Hi, I'm Azza. Maybe it's Azza. Not sure. A professional article writer specializing in finance, health, and cryptocurrency content that's clear, accurate, and engaging. Okay, so you're a copywriter. Stop searching. You just found the writer you cannot replace. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'm sorry. It's just so cheesy. Again, this is like a chat GPT kind of tagline. I don't like it. Just keep this real simple. Say exactly what you do. Just tell people what it is you do. You're a copywriter, yeah? So just explain that, the best financial copywriter or something like that. We don't need to go down these cheesy lines. It's not necessary at all. I don't like this. I don't like the logo. To be honest, I hate the logo. It looks very cheap. If you want to use your logo, that's fine. But generally, like for me, it would make more sense if I don't then have, hi, I'm Azar, because you're introducing yourself as yourself here. So you're a freelancer. You're not an agency or a company. If it was like, hi, we're Azar Media, yeah, and you're introducing yourself as a company, fair enough. Have the logo. But when you're introducing yourself, I think you should have a picture here of you. Get rid of this logo. It's not going to build trust in any way. Honestly, there's no trust building here. So I would get rid of this and I would use a picture of you instead. Okay, so with a strong command of English and deep understanding of complex topics. Okay, this is all generally very okay. Why clients choose me, expertise. Okay, so generally I wouldn't have this here, this whole why clients choose me. The about me section should be, a little bit about you, a little bit about your experience, and potentially hook people into what it is you do and what problems you can solve, yeah? That's what your about me section should potentially be about. Now, if we scroll down to your gig, I don't want to be rude, but it's a disaster, yeah? Look at what is going on with the thumbnail here. Professional finance articles, SEO optimized, expert research, finance investment business. Okay, but the thumbnail looks like it was done by a 5-year-old. Like, no offense, but it kind of does. And this is the thing, like, look how important your thumbnail is. Yeah, if I'm scrolling over, obviously we're on your gig page now, but if I'm actually scrolling over as a potential client and I'm scrolling across like what, 50 or 60 people on one page on Fiverr search results, and I see this, the first thing I'm going to see is your thumbnail. Now, it's bold, don't get me wrong, it really does stand out, but does it attract me to click on it? Not really, no. Then I go to your title. I will write professional finance and investment articles or blog posts. Okay, nice. Simple, you're using good keywords, perfect. And then I see the price, $50. Okay, not bad. But this thumbnail is not doing it for me. But let's click onto it. Again, the situation where you've only uploaded one gig as a new seller, I would honestly go for like 2 to 3 different gigs. I wouldn't just stick with one. So I will write professional finance and investment articles or blog posts. Okay, but for example, you kind of put yourself in SEO writing here. This is your category that you put yourself in, SEO writing. Generally, there are a lot of different copywriting categories that you could go in. So for example, let's go to writing and translation. Okay, so let's go to, you have the ghost writing, obviously. We have resume writing, website content. Website content is another one you could easily put yourself into. Let's go to articles and blogs. Okay, and then in here, look at what we have. SEO, informative and educational articles, promotional articles, lifestyle blogs, professional industry articles. Generally, I would say financial and cryptocurrency maybe falls more into professional industry articles. But you see what I mean? There are all of these different kind of categories and subcategories which you can expand into. And the benefit of that is that you're going to get more eyeballs onto your gig. So you really do want to expand into other categories. You don't just want to stick with one. Now, let's go down. Okay, so first up, let's go with the description. I will write high quality finance, investment, and business articles that are clear, engaging, and optimized for SEO. What you get with this gig: well-researched professional finance content, SEO optimized for better Google ranking, 100% organic, plagiarism free, free, fast delivery with unlimited revisions until you're satisfied. I would never offer this. I've spoke about this before. Unlimited revisions make you seem cheap. It makes you seem like you're not good at what you do. Because if clients need unlimited revisions, it just goes to show us like, okay, I will deliver your work, but there's a high chance you're going to need multiple revisions for me to then get it right for you. It's not a good sales point, 1, 2 revisions maximum is plenty. And of course, depending on who the client is or how they interact with you, it's down to your discretion to then offer them more revisions if you wish for free. But unlimited revisions, no. And even when we talk about unlimited revisions, over here, you offer 1 revision. Over here, you offer 2. Over here, you offer unlimited. So again, a little bit of, let's say, false advertising, because you only offer unlimited revisions on your premium package, not on the basic or the standard. So I would absolutely get rid of this. Why choose me? I'm a finance content writer who makes complex financial topics simple and readable, reader friendly, whether you need content. Okay, for me, this description, you have 1,200 characters for your description. Why are you not using them? Like, the way this is laid out isn't that great, especially for a copywriter. There's no decent spacing, there's a little bit of bold writing here and there, but generally, why are we not using everything? Like, I'll give you a prime example. On my gigs, I struggle to fit everything that I want to say into the 1,200 word character limit. I really do, because it's actually not that much. And here, you've used maybe 500 characters, maybe 600, I don't know, but not that many. So expand this more. Explain to the clients exactly what you're doing. What's the difference between these packages? What's the difference between the basic, the standard, and the premium? Is it literally just the amount of words? Is that it? Or do you do extra stuff on those packages? I would recommend that you do extra stuff on those packages. Just extra words, it's a bit basic. Everybody's doing that. So give something more. Now, if we look at your thumbnail again, like I say, not great. If we look here, so you've put up let's say, sample piece, 5 smart money habits to build long-term wealth. This is nice. This is great. Like, you're showing your work, but generally you're showing one piece of your work. And again, this could be formatted in such a better way. If you use Canva to create yourself a nice template, even as a potential buyer, I don't need to see all of this. Like, I really don't. I'm not going to read all of this. I might read 1 or 2 paragraphs, and then I'll be like, yeah, okay, his writing is good. He knows what he's talking about. I'll hire him. Yeah. So I want to see actually a few more examples right here. And I want to see this in a nice way. I don't want to see just like an A4 piece of paper uploaded because it looks rubbish. It looks cheap and it looks like there is very little effort put into it. And to be fair, I think that's what you're struggling with on your profile at the moment. There is little effort put into this. You're expecting somebody right now to come along and say, Azar, here's $50 or here's $200. Write me this 2,000 word SEO article. Hold on. But Azar, what is going to sell me that you are the guy for me? Is it your cheap logo? Is it your cheap thumbnail? Is it this one random document that you've uploaded? You see what I mean? You're asking people for their hard-earned cash. And what are you showing them to convince them to say, hey, hand me your money? Just think about this logically. Look at your gig and decide whether or not that you yourself would buy your gig over the other thousands of others who are offering probably the same price who are also on the platform. That is what you need to ask yourself, okay? And as you see, you don't even have a portfolio. So all we have is this. You haven't even uploaded any portfolio. Also your related tags down here. So SEO blog post, finance article, business articles. Cool. You can pick up to 5 different tags. You're using 3. Why are you not taking advantage and using all 5? You should be, okay? So generally, Azar, it's just a case of lack of effort. That is pretty much it. You need to put in more effort into this. You can't expect people to hand over $50+ to a profile that looks like this, okay? So just put in a bit more effort. Next up, we have Steven. Okay, so Steven Zoho. Number one thing I hate straight away, mate, sort out your logo. What is going on here? Again, similar to Azar, if you want to use a logo, that is absolutely fine. But again, you're here, yeah? You're introducing yourself. I'm Steven. And that's okay. Introduce yourself as Steven, but then don't use a logo. Use yourself. Your picture of your face is going to build so much more trust and credibility than this logo that you can't even put into the center. And just clear this up for me, okay? You uploaded this logo. And once you uploaded it, you obviously saved it and you previewed this, yeah? I guarantee you've looked at this. And what in your mind thought that, yeah, that logo looks okay? Like, it's completely not in the center, but it looks okay. Come on, man. Like, it would be the first thing that I would fix. I would then redo this logo multiple times until I got it perfectly in the center. Maybe that's just my OCD kicking in. I have no idea. But for me, come on, like, this just looks like you don't care, basically. Yeah. And again, you're asking people for their money, yet you don't care to make your logo like look right. I don't know. Now, about me. I'm Steven, a Zoho expert, specializing in Zoho, CRM, setup, automation, email marketing. Okay, cool. Perfect. That all pretty much looks good. Number one, straight away, your thumbnails are all over the place. You've decided to create yourself a brand up here with the gold and the black. Why have you not transitioned that to your thumbnails as well? Why are we using multiple different people? We got some Chinese girl here, we got some Western dude, another Western dude, and then some drawing animation dude over here. Why is there such a mix going on? Why have we not picked some branding colors? Or you don't need to go crazy with the branding, yeah? Just pick your branding colors, which obviously are probably like this black and gold, and then maybe like a font, and try to keep that consistent throughout your thumbnails. That way you're branding yourself. Just like any business out there, you brand yourself. Here, this is a bit of a mess. Generally, there's too much information going on. Like, for example, we actually have to look quite hard to even see down here. Zoho Forms, Zoho CRM, Zoho Campaigns, Zoho Desk. But generally, it's relatively small. The font is not perfect. Over here, we have a ton of words going on with Go High Level, HubSpot, Monday, CRM, Zoho. Again, too much going on. Over here, what the hell is going on with this? There's way too much of this kind of decoration stuff going on that it takes away from the writing, okay? And again, order now, get rid of this order now. And again, same here. Too much going on in the thumbnails. Redo your thumbnails. Straight away, if there's one thing that you do after watching this video, sort out your logo, stick it in the center, and redo your thumbnails. That is number one. Now, you've also gone down the route when your titles, okay? So you've gone down the route of keyword cramming. I will set up Zoho CRM, Zoho One, Zoho Campaigns, Zoho landing pages. That is what you've gone down the route of. And the problem is, It makes no sense. To potential buyers, this makes literally no sense to them, does it? It's all you're doing is keyword cramming. You're trying to fit as many keywords in there as possible and, hoping that ranks you. And it's not really going to. Yeah, like it's great that you're using keywords, but 2 to 3 keywords max is plenty. This just looks awkward and horrible. So let's pick one. Your pricing is pretty good. Let's go Zoho Expert. Okay, cool. Again, here, what we have, 2 thumbnails. That's it. Why do I not have any social proof? Do I have a portfolio? No, I don't have a portfolio. You're using all 5 tags, which is good, but generally that's all I have. Okay, so let's back out of that one. Let's see, what do we have on this? Again, 2 thumbnails. That's it. That's all I have, 2 thumbnails. Okay, descriptions are okay, but generally, this is the thing, yeah? Okay, you give me 1 CRM setup, pipeline, forms, calendar, up to 1 integration. Cool, but what does this mean exactly, yeah? So full CRM setup, 2 integrations, lead follow-up workflow. Cool. But you could show me what this means. You could create a simple PDF, again, using Canva. Like Canva is like for dummies. Anybody can use it. It's super easy and it gives you really nice results. But you could create a simple PDF and show people what the difference is, kind of what they are getting between the basic, the standard. What is a full CRM setup? What does that look like? What does that entail? 2 integrations. 2 integrations out of how many kind of integrations? You're the expert here. Obviously, there is millions of different integrations, but you're the expert and you probably know the most common or the most used integrations. So why are you not listing these and then give the potential buyers recommendations? So you're like, hey, on this one, for the 2 integrations, we would recommend, this and this. Yeah. So, or maybe you're like, we recommend this and this integration if you are, I don't know, a coaching business, or this and this if you're an e-commerce business, or whatever, yeah? So for specific industries and niches, you could recommend different integrations. And that is value. You are giving value to potential clients and you are now making yourself look like the expert which you say you are, okay? Again, you see what I mean? 1 thumbnail. We don't have a portfolio. There's no portfolio. 1 thumbnail. You're asking people to hand over their money, but you're not showing them what you can do. And that is your problem right now. Same situation. Exactly the same situation on this gig as well. All you need to do is show people that, hey, I'm the expert and this is why I'm an expert. Because I have a PDF document that tells you everything you need to know. That's it. It will take probably like a day to create something, but generally, once you create it, you can then pretty much reuse that PDF, tweak it a little bit and reuse it across all of your gigs. And that is going to help a lot. And also, I didn't check. This is campaign management. Just want to check real quick. CRM management. And last one, what are we in? Web application. Okay, so cool. You're across 3 different categories, which is good. But again, put a little bit more effort into showing people exactly what it is you can do. Because right now, nobody knows. Okay, our last victim is Ravish? Yeah, I guess that's how you say your name, Ravish. From the Netherlands. Okay, WordPress expert helping entrepreneurs and small businesses turn their websites into customer-generated machines with 5+ years of experience and 10 plus successful projects. Hold up. So you have 5+ years of experience and 10+ successful projects. Now, I'm no mathematician, but that doesn't sound like a successful business. 10 projects over 5 years. Obviously, I know 10+, but this should be like 100+, no? So maybe a small mix up there, because this doesn't sound right. You've done 10 projects over 5 years. Doesn't quite sound right. I specialize in modern, mobile-friendly, SEO-optimized websites that look professional. Okay, cool. You're a website developer. Perfect. Websites that win customers. Not bad. I like it. Again, yeah, not bad. I like the tagline. It's okay. Now, if we look at your... Let's actually, hold on, let me just refresh the page and see your thumbnails. Okay, cool, we have thumbnails. So we're starting at $80 for all of these. Thumbnails do look pretty good. They all have your face, which is great. They're pretty bold, pretty clean. I like the uniformation and the branding of these. They're pretty decent. I would say that your wording here, the only problem is, let's just click on one, it'll be easier. The only downside is that this wording up here, WordPress website, completely gets lost in the background, okay? And the same with this logo. It completely gets lost in the background. I love your visualizations in the background. They're great. Just find a way that this writing and this logo will stand out more. And because you have a video here, what you also want to do is add your thumbnail to a second PNG. So your thumbnail should also be here. And the reason for that is because when people are scrolling on mobile phone, they're not going to see this one first. They're going to see this one. Okay, so this is the one people will see currently on mobile phone devices, whereas on desktop, people will see this first. Don't know why Fiverr does it like that. I don't know why they haven't corrected it, but that's how it is. So I recommend putting your thumbnail twice. Now let's have a look at the video.
Do you want a modern website that's fast, mobile friendly, and built to convert visitors into customers? You're at the right place. My name is Ravish. I'm a WordPress specialist with over 5 years of experience. I've already helped dozens of entrepreneurs create websites that not only look professional, but also rank higher on Google.
Okay, so it's okay. It's very generic. Is there much point to it? No, not really. I don't like it. It's cool that you've got a video, don't get me wrong, but is it valuable to a lot of clients? No. What would be a lot more valuable is you actually speaking to the camera. Yeah, that would be so much more valuable. I would say put yourself on camera. 100% put yourself on camera. Here, this is all good. I like that you're actually uploading some extra portfolio pieces. This is nice. And you've actually gone to the effort of putting these in a template example, which is really cool actually. So yeah, really nice. Again, you could add some kind of PDF to explain to people the difference between your packages, like the basic, standard, and premium. One thing I did notice though, you have used this exact video across every single gig. Even though over here, you're doing like Elementor design. Over here, it's like a build a professional WordPress. This one is also a custom WordPress website or fix bugs. Really, each gig should have its own video. You shouldn't be reusing the same video across every single gig. So that is something to look into. But like I said, if you had yourself speaking to the camera, it's going to be so much better. So much better. And it doesn't need to be some highly polished edited video. It can literally be you set up your iPhone and you're speaking to the camera. Obviously, create yourself a little script. You don't have to follow it word by word, but it's basically you explain who you are, what you do, the experience that you've got, and the problems that you're solving. That's it. That's literally it. So let's click back on one of your gigs here. Again, nice. On this one, you've got the thumbnail on the second one. Not bad. And again, we're using the same portfolio pieces. So you need to make the gigs like it's not about kind of duplicating the same gig over and over and giving it a different title and maybe sticking it in a different category. Maybe are you in different categories now? WordPress, yeah, website builders. Okay, you're in different categories, which is good. But it's not the case of just duplicating the gig. You have to make the gigs somewhat different. Yeah, otherwise there's really no point. Generally, everything looks good. You've got a portfolio, which is great. I like the portfolio. I like how this is, you've actually done this into a video. So you put effort in here, which is really nice. Like, I like it a lot. This looks great. So that is probably the biggest thing I would say is forget about this AI video that you've created here. Actually set up a proper video where you're talking to the camera yourself for each gig and make sure that each gig is customized, that they're not duplicates of each other and that they are actually customized gigs. Otherwise, to be honest, a lot of this is really good. You are in quite a competitive niche at the moment. So what I would also do is I would look at and explore other options of how to branch out. So just to give you a real quick one, what I would do is I would go to, let's go keyword research. Okay, you are in programming and tech, website development, WordPress. So this is great. So this is Seller Plus. And this is really cool because basically it's just for the fact that you can see what people are searching for. Yeah. So we've got website development, WordPress website development, create website design, WordPress design, WordPress website design. Okay, so you can actually see that the majority of the, in WordPress, everybody is searching basically for the same thing. But then if we went to, let's say, maybe custom websites, you can see what people are searching for. Full stack web developer, back-end developer, custom website developer. if we go to, what else were you in? What was your other website design? Okay, graphic design. Okay, website design and graphic design. Graphic design, website design. Okay, so straight away you can see actually that people are website builder design. People are searching for Wix website redesign, Framer website, Framer, Figma to Framer. So this is great because this gives you keywords that people are actively searching for right now. And then it will give you some insight of thinking like, hey, maybe I could create a gig around this because actually right now there's a demand for it. People are searching for it. So this is great. Now, this is obviously in the Seller Plus package. I think it's like $19 a month for the basic version. But generally, the keyword research is a really cool tool. And it is probably worth the $19 a month purely for this so that you can get ideas and you can kind of see what is in demand right now. So there you go. 4 brand new Fiverr sellers. There are some fixes to be made. And again, the biggest thing that I hope you take away from this is that you can't just create such a basic gig with very little effort and expect people to hand over their hard-earned money to you, because you have to think about it exactly the same way. Would you hand over your hard-earned cash to people who, for example, can't even put their logo in the center or struggle with thumbnail design or can't even show what it is they do, like they have no portfolio? You probably wouldn't, would you? So the same goes for your profile. You need to improve it. You need to make that a little bit more effort in order to get people to actually give you their money. Now, if you enjoyed this, I'll put up on screen another video from last week where we also did a gig audit. Otherwise, in the description below, you'll find a link to the 14-day Accelerator program where we'll work together one-on-one and I will coach you on how to launch your Fiverr gig, or even maybe you're stuck right now with your Fiverr gig and you want to take it to that next level. If that's the case, link in the description below, 14-day Accelerator. Otherwise, I'll see you in Thursday's video.